I feel like it does taint the undisputed fight a little. Like before the Ngannou fight, it was like number 1 versus number 2. Now all of a sudden you've got a guy with 0 pro fights putting the heavyweight champion on his ass. So.
Pro boxing fans here in Brighton for Harlem Eubank versus Schwarzkopf. With me, I've got Junaid Bostan. Junaid, you're here because of obviously Lon Richards fighting. How are you? How's things? How's life?
I'm all good, brother. How are you?
All good. I'm just hearing a rumour, something that's not been announced. December 16th, you're going to be fighting on the undercard in the States of Sonny Edwards and Bam Bam Rodriguez. First of all, I don't know if you want to confirm that, but how excited are you if you were to be on that card?
Yeah, I think it's well known that I'm fighting on it. It's been announced without it being officially announced. Everyone's been talking about it. I've got an opponent and I confirmed everything's penciled in, ready to go. So it's just a matter of days until Matchroom just put it out there with a poster and everything.
Is it a case of just a normal day in the office, or is it a buzz around this one? You know, you're fighting on a big stage. You're fighting on a fight between 2 fighters that the world wants to see, and then obviously you're going to be on the undercard. Is there an extra buzz to this one?
I've put very little thought to it. Obviously, it is nice to have my American debut so early in my career. I've got to take it as a massive privilege to be able to have my American debut so early on in my career. Not going to get that opportunity, but at the end of the day, a fight's a fight. I got to win. So I put very little thought to it. I'll admire all of them things after, but for now I've got a job at task, and I'm excited about who I'm fighting because I really want to chin him. So
talking about not taking notice about things, there's been a lot of hype about yourself. You know, the knockouts we've seen, the highlight knockouts, we've seen you sort of push forward, and putting performances. At what point is it going to be within the next year that you're going to want to push hard for titles and just get into A to Z and say, listen, let's make this happen now?
Create the hype, don't believe it, but comes next year I think there's a matter of time until I'm fighting for titles, regardless of whether it's the international title, the English titles, domestic titles, whatever it may be. I'm going to be fighting for titles next year.
Let's talk about that fight, Sonny Edwards, Bam Bam Rodriguez. Great fight when it was announced. I think it's a fight that people have been looking at the lower divisions to happen. 2 talented fighters. I know Sonny's your boy, you've trained the same gym as him, but talk to me about Bam Bam. What does he possess that you feel like it makes him that great fighter?
Bam's a really good fighter. Obviously, you don't win world titles if you're not a good fighter. He's won 2 world titles in 2 divisions, so he's no mug. He is young. He's fluid. He's got good footwork and put his shots together well. He's got good angles, but I feel like Sonny's going to have his number. Sonny's number 1 for a reason, especially at flyweight, and I feel like it's a matter of this is the fight where he's going to show that he is number 1, and the matter of time and how easy he'll make it look at times, I think will solidify him being number 1.
Do you want to talk about Lon Richards, who's obviously on this card? You've had time, he's obviously joined the gym. Just talk to me about how talented Lon is.
Lon's talented, man. He's too sick. I've watched him since a kid. I sparred him years ago, before I even turned pro, when he was at Dave's gym. Good rounds. You can tell he's a good thinking fighter. We've always kept in contact since then, so it's a privilege to have him in the gym. It's good to get working with him. It's good that he's back out now with a few dates set in place ready for him to get working and being active, and it's a matter of time till he's back up there fighting for, God willing, world titles.
Final, before I do let you go, I think the press conference is going to start in about 5 minutes. The big one in Riyadh, Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury caused a bit of a stir with what happened on the night. They're saying February is going to be the undisputed fight. Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury. With that performance that happened in Riyadh a couple of weeks ago, does anything change for you going into the big undisputed, or do you just feel like it was a night off for Tyson Fury?
I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I was going to watch it, and then I watched the Wardley fight, and then it just took the piss getting it ready, like they're doing the ceremony, so I thought, I'm dipping me. I went out, got some food and that, so I just assumed it was a given, like Fury were going to win and win hands like easily, but it was funny because as I'm leaving the place, I went, imagine he gets dropped or something like that for the ball. But obviously, like, it's just hypothetically speaking, like, it's just imagine, do you know what I mean? What if? And then next minute, an hour later, I've checked my phone, I've just seen a picture of Tyson on his ass. I was like, what? You know what I mean? And even then, I thought it was scripted, do you know what I mean? Like, because it's so, like, pantomime, like they're all back and forward. I just thought it was almost a given, like he just went down on his ass for a reason, but turns out like it was a good close fight. So I can't really voice an opinion of the fight itself, but I feel like it does turn the undisputed fight a little. Like before the Ngannou fight was like number 1 versus number 2. Now all of a sudden you've got a guy with 0 pro fights putting the heavyweight champion on his ass. So it's one of them. But I feel, regardless of what we have our opinions on, we're always going to watch it. If Usyk and Fury got made tomorrow, we're going to watch it and pay for it.
Cool. Junaid, I will catch up with you close to your fight once the announcement's been made and everything else. Good luck with your camp and good luck with some 16s. We'll see you then, mate. Thank you very much.